Now let's go to the very interesting one. Just recently, the Bank of Industry just earned the BA3 Moody's issuer rating, and that stems from the initial BA2 standalone rating that you had before. I know you're excited about this. Can you tell me more about it?
In fact, one thing that has been done in this bank since 2014 particularly is that a lot of processes and procedures have been put in place and are being put in place to improve our operations. Corporate governance now is well established in Bank of Industry. A lot of our processes have been automated and are still being automated. You know, and apart from that, our credit processes have improved considerably. And our risk management division have been doing a very wonderful job. We place a lot of premium now on risk management. What do we do to mitigate risk? And that's why we have kept a non-performing loan, you know, at about 4%, which is less than the threshold of 5%. So a lot of things have been done in the last couple of years, you know, to institute corporate governance in Bank of Industry. And that's why we are coming out with this kind of rating.
Now, Moody's also mentioned in its reports that the Bank of Industry actually has capacity to improve its rating and to do much better, but for the larger environment in which it operates in, that's the larger Nigeria's economic environment. Does this frustrate you?
Well, I don't see it as a frustration. I only see it as a challenge for us to be able to discover and work towards exploiting more opportunities. You know, behind every challenge, there will always be an opportunity if you look at it very closely. And what it pertains to us is that as a development bank, we still have a lot of role to play in harnessing local raw material and making sure that value, you know, is added to them so that we can export. There is no way Bank of Industry can isolate itself from what is happening within the national economy. In fact, that's why even in rating, you know, the national rating is also very critical. I mean, they look at the entire, economy in terms of how it's faring. If you talk in terms of infrastructure, for instance, power, or maybe rail and so on and so forth, there is very little that a bank like Bank of Industry can do. But I believe that through more advocacy role, we can influence government policy, you know, in terms of supporting the industrial sector. And that we are doing, you know, by making sure that we make our input available. I mean, we had the Solid Mineral Forum. Immediately after that, we issued a communique, which we sent to the federal government in terms of what steps can be taken to improve on the sector. The more we harness our local raw material, add value to them, export, and generate foreign exchange over a period of time, I believe that this challenge will be surmounted. And of course, the bank will perform much better than what we are doing now.
It is clear that small and medium enterprises are the ones that actually grow an economy. But what are the potentials of the larger enterprises?
Well, there is a lot of potentials for large enterprises. And like I said before, we need to work closely with the small and medium enterprises to be able to see areas of linkages. If you visit an average large enterprise and you ask them, give me the list of your inputs, give me the list of the materials that you use in the process of your production, you will observe that a lot of them also are being supplied these inputs by small and medium enterprises. So the key area that we need to really work on is to make sure that we take advantage of this linkage by making sure that we support those SMEs that produce the input being used by the large enterprises. And that we make sure also that some of the SMEs also depend on large enterprises, you know, for some of their final products. So by encouraging and deepening this linkage, I believe it's going to assist the SME also, you know, to grow.
What are your projections for large enterprises?
Well, like I said, we are already, large enterprises well structured. In fact, we even made some modification a few months ago. We now have, within the agro processing, we have divided into two. We brought out the food processing now as a group because it's a major area that we know we can do a lot. And of course, we now have the textiles, you know, all the non-food agro-processing areas. We have put them together. Apart from that, we still have a solid mineral. We have the gas and petrochemical and the engineering and technology. But we believe that this year, we should be able to do more in the area of agro-processing, food processing, solid minerals, gas and petrochemical, and engineering and technology, particularly in the area of ICT. A lot is happening, all over the world. Things are moving rapidly. And we believe also we can support such a move. So for us in large enterprise this year, we will focus a lot on those, what we call the core sector. But we will not also neglect the high impact sectors, talking about the creative industry, because it's a lot of potentials for employment for our youth. So I believe in 2016, we are going to play a lot of role in terms of our core sectors and also the high impact, talking about the creative, the gender, looking at specific interest of women projects. And of course, in the area of solar energy, we are going to do quite a lot this year too.
Have you ever imagined a time when you could apply for and get a loan from the comfort of your bedroom? Or prayed that the processing time was shorter? Well, it is now a reality with the fast and swift Bank of Industry real-time online loan application initiative. The BOI online loan application portal is designed to deliver access and convenience to prospecting SME customers by ensuring that applicants need not have to physically visit the bank. Applicants simply have to submit all necessary documents via the online portal with the liberty to select their preferred BOI state office wherein their applications will be processed. How it works? Simply search keyword Bank of Industry and download our mobile app from Play Store for Android users, BlackBerry App World for BlackBerry users, and Apple Store for iPhone users. Click on the Apply button. Click on Register to register your account. A verification link and tracking code will be sent to your registered email address. Click on the verification link to facilitate login. Once logged in, you can complete your application, submit, and click on Continue to start tracking your loan application. An email will be sent to your email address confirming receipt of the application. With this initiative, BOI has reduced its loan application and processing turnaround time. Start applying for your loan right away. Bank of Industry, transforming Nigeria's industrial sector.
And that's how it's been on BOI Weekly for today. I have been speaking with the Divisional Head of Large Enterprises at the Bank of Industry here, Mr. Joseph Babatunde, who's been speaking on issues pertaining to large enterprises in Nigeria. And this becomes topical because of the federal government's drive in diversifying the economy based on what's happening with the oil sector. And he's talked about so many things that I do hope that you have benefited from. I'm Kayode Alayande. Thank you for watching.